Hey everybody, this is Kyle, aka Vulcan Wolverine. it's like it's April Fool's Day today. It's about 2:20 p.m. here in Baton Rouge. April 1st, April Fool's Day, 2021. Um, I died last night. April Fools. I hope everybody's doing good. I hope everybody's hanging in there. I've got something really, really important um, that's been really, really important in my attacks, like over a long period of time, right? And my attackers did something last night that kind of confirmed this, and it's been confirmed before, but it's really confirmed. And maybe some of the targeted individuals who have been going through this for like a year or 2 years, this might not be something that you realize is happening or is even affecting you more than the remote neural manipulation with the electromagnetic frequencies, the external hits, the torture. um, Let me explain. Let me explain, and I hope you guys are doing well. And this isn't an April Fool's joke or anything like this. What I'm going to talk about. The April Fool. I did not die because here I'm talking with my mouth. Um. So check this video out. This is UR affirmations. It's like anxiety relief. So like I turned this one on. Like, okay, so let me explain what I do when I'm about to go to bed. My bed's right there. Got a bunch of blankets and pillows so I can keep my head up. Super important to elevate your head because when you're laying flat, your blood flow is going straight to your head. It's going around those nerves around the head and the neck, and in your vestibular system are filled with blood. And it's going to be, the targeting is going to be way more intense when you're laying prone. When you sleep or when you rest, keep elevated. Keep your head elevated. I don't know how elevated, but I mean, I would say at least like this. You don't have to sit straight up. Sometimes I'll put my head straight up when I sleep. Um, and also, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world with a lot of other issues, but the targeting is very severe. It's like the most important issue in our society, I think, which, and it doesn't get a lot of views. People, are just like, yeah. The mainstream stuff, is going to change that. I guess my point in all that is this gets weird to talk about when you're going through it every day. I get ready to make a video, and then I kind of see what other people are talking about on YouTube, and then I'm like, oh man, I'm going to talk about, every night my attackers doing this psychic driving with the V2K, subliminals, and everything like that. And I'm like, since you're going through it for such a long period, it's like it's this weird thing. It's like the most important thing. We're being tortured. We need to get this fixed. But since you're going through it every day for so long, it becomes like, oh, am I still talking? Are we there yet? What's going on? Why? Why? Just mind control. A lot of mind control. Um, but what I wanted to say is last night, okay, so I don't even wear these when I go to sleep, but I put my less EMF headgear on, take my noise canceling hearing aids out, just take my regular glasses off. I take my regular glasses off when I put these on. I'm gonna get some of the red ones, the ones that block out blue light, because just somebody told me those like work very, very well in sleep. Um, okay, so put those on, less EMF headgear, Dave Case CD, then the lead cap over that, then the three straps for grounding, and I lay down and I make sure my head's up, right? And then in addition to that, playing Dave Case CD on the computer, and I've told you guys this, I pick two or three. I'm gonna start doing three or more, but like, okay, so here's one UR affirmations, anxiety relief, and then one for stop overthinking. The remote neural manipulation kind of makes me overthink, injected thoughts, and everything like that. Last night when I was listening to him, so I had that on, and and I think I had this one on too. You see, they're all at about 6 hours and 30 minutes or something like that. And then like the beginning of my sleep, I'll pick some good music. I picked this 2 hours of epic music. The other night, I picked like 2 hours of Star Wars music, 2 hours of Terminator music. You know, something to start off the sleep. That's it's very loud. It really interferes with the V2K. My point in this video is, for me, I've been targeted so long, and I always say this. I'm like, I'm dealing with the remote neural manipulation pain to my nervous system, dealing with that burning pain. Dave Case's CD helps that. The less EMF headgear, the leg cap, the grounding, and everything. The specific remote neural manipulation that is bidirectional stream that's affecting the brain, right? But I've said this too. This is very important, and I've got to put it on the table, right? And I've said it, but I'm trying to figure out the way to say this. In the name of Jesus Christ, just give me the right words to say this. But the um, the the subliminals, the psychic driving with the V2K, when I'm asleep, the things that they're doing on a hypnotic level, right, with hypnosis, those things are over a long period of time when they're doing it to us every night. It it becomes that thing. It becomes a driving force, like making the remote neural manipulation that's technological, and the subliminals and the hypnosis are done technologically, right? You can't put subliminal voices in somebody's head without integrated neuroweapon systems, but it's less like affecting a part of your brain, and it's just psychic driving with subliminals and hypnosis and things like that. I feel like that strengthens the remote neural manipulation 10 times, a lot to where it's like my attackers have been really working on that because I'm using all these defenses that really help. And I think they said, well, and I think hypnosis is used in a lot of our targeting, but especially for my attackers, they said we've got to do something that he can't really stop, because he's stopping all these things like that are hurting him with the weapon. So then he'll be like, so then this is what I say. I say, well, I'm helping the remote neural manipulation with the AKC, but there's a lot of mind control that must be photonics, right? It must be straight to the brain. It must be using optogenetics. Yes, that exists, right? But I'm not sure how much that's used. I am sure about the hypnosis, the psychic drive, right? Targeted individuals know about this stuff. We talk about it. We use our faith. We read the Bible. We read, Christian content and things like that to deprogram some of that. I think that's essential. It goes unspoken. That's like the most important thing to break mind control, to break the brainwashing and the hypnosis. But these things, last night, my attackers at about 6.5 hours stopped. Like, when you're watching a YouTube video and it just freezes up and that little circle keeps going, all three of them at about the 6 hour mark stopped, right? I don't know what my attackers are doing on my computer. So they stopped, right, at about 6.5 hours. And I woke up after listening to this because I've been kind of slacking off on the positive affirmations. I don't know what I've got to unplug here. My attackers will like hit either through the computer or they'll hit things that are in the USB drive to make it keep going and just keep doing it. It's really annoying, but this is really important. And my attackers they've done this before, but I didn't really think much about it. But I was really thinking about it when I woke up because I felt a lot better mentally. My body felt cool because I used all my defenses right during the night. I've been hanging in there with them, right. And so, the probiotics like helped a little bit at first, but like I've almost been through I think 3 weeks, so it's really really helping. But I want to focus on this, any targeted individuals where you're just like, man, I feel completely different. This remote neural manipulation has been going on for so long, for years. They're working on us at night, right, with hypnosis and everything. I think that's where and I don't want to say it's the, you know, the V2K is bad, the targeting's bad. It's still annoying. It's still hardcore. But for me, it seems like the hypnosis that's been so long term every night when I sleep, that seems to be the thing that's affecting me the most. That's pumping up those other things that I'm toning down, right? Like the remote neural manipulations is done with, you know, electromagnetic fields in the bidirectional stream and stuff like that. Using our vestibular system, it's powerful, but with certain defenses, you can kind of buffer that out and take the strength away. So what I think my attackers have been doing is they've been supplementing with that hypnosis, which I think they all do, directed dreaming and things like that. I don't remember any of my directed dreams, but I know that like things that I cannot hear, and then the audible V2K, and then other things, other tracks of hypnosis, negative hypnosis to make me feel negative. I know they're running those things at night. Now, like these positive affirmation videos, it hypnotize you in a positive way, right? In If the targeting didn't exist, I would be against hypnosis in any way. But since they're hypnotizing us and doing psychic driving in such a negative way, I really do recommend hypnotizing ourselves in the most positive ways we can, like hypnotizing, strengthening people's faith, making them know that they're, you know, way stronger than they think they are, things like that to help people, to help their choices, to help their actions, to help their strength, to help their faith, and things like that. I think it's very, very important. My attackers stopped these at like about 6.5 hours last night. I was playing Dave Case's CD, the three positive affirmations, and it's like the main thing. It's good that it's positive and it's kind of giving you this positive affirmation thing. That's great. But I think the main thing that it does against the negative hypnosis, the V2K and things like that, is it just drowns it out. Like you're focused on these positive affirmations, the psychic driving and the hypnosis, your mind's taken off of them because it's put on these. So my attackers, it got so much like that that my attackers had to just freeze those windows off, right? So I just wanted to convey that, and it's very, very important. And some of you targeted individuals, you've been going through this for like 2 years, 3 years, or whatever. Try and nip that stuff in the bud. And I know these solutions, what frustrates me a little bit, these solutions, they're new, right? This is a new problem. We're trying to figure out new solutions. So I feel like, let's not even go there. But this is really, really important. I woke up feeling a lot better. I woke up feeling more positive, and I realized that over the years, just listen to Dave Case CD, it helps with the technology and what it's doing, but then they're getting V2K through, they're getting subliminals through, and everything like that. And you know, the torture's really bad. The torture's really bad. So you wake up and you feel bad, but there's this extra element of the 2 hours when I'd wake up over the past couple of years, really the whole time, but really bad like the last couple of years. The first 2 hours I wake up feeling just so negative, like my brain has been hypnotized with a lot of negative things and a lot of negative feelings. Now when I use these, I feel a lot better. It's almost like it even helps with some of the remote neural manipulation. It de-intensifies everything. I don't think it puts the brain in a positive resonance where it's a lot harder for them to do what they need to do. But I think the main thing overall is if you're running some positive affirmations at night with Dave Case's CD, it's going to cover up. It's going to like, you're going to be focused on those things while your attackers are trying to run all these hypnotic, brainwashing, psychic driving things. Your brain's going to be focused on the three positive affirmations. You might not be able to hear exactly what they're saying, but your brain is picking it up, right? So it's the same idea. You can't always hear exactly what your attackers, the subliminal stuff, right? The tracks of subliminal things. I think my attackers have like the audible V2K, but then I think they have like maybe 4 or 5 different tracks of negative things running in my subconscious at any given time. Now, when I sleep, I think they beef it up, and my brain is undefended because I'm asleep, right? So a main thing that it can do is I think it can, even if you, in the same idea, right? You don't know exactly what you're hearing subliminally, but it's affecting you, right? The same idea with these positive affirmations. You run 3 of them on your computer with Dave Case CD, listen to them with the Cost headphones. It might just be like a cacophony of calm voices, and you might not hear exactly the affirmations, but your mind's picking it up. Your mind's picking up just like the negative stuff, right? Okay, so that's just what I wanted to make a video about today. Um, so it was this one, and you can pick some very religious ones like just the New Testament read out with certain music and stuff like that, or just put on some David Wilkerson with some positive affirmations. But I'm going to be doing like 3 or more because I want a lot. I want a lot of interference against what my attackers are doing. I'm going to do this every night with Dave KCD. I've been slacking off, and I'm going to see how I feel like in a month. It's a big thing. The hypnosis, the brainwashing, it like I say, it intensifies the technological, the remote neural manipulation, where it's like thought injection and things like that. I think they use it heavily. The hypnosis, they use it heavily with me, and most of the time I'm not thinking about that. I'm just thinking about the technology. And so they've kind of gotten, they're like, we want him to think this technology is really, really powerful. He stopped some of it, but we want him to believe we've got something something he can't stop that's doing the mind control, right? Which I think it's a little bit more simple than that. I think there's a lot of hypnosis just powering all this stuff up, the pain, the negative feelings, everything. And this helps because at the very least, it does more. It hypnotizes us positively, but at the very least, it's interfering with the negative stuff, right? And right now, I'm awake, right? And those subliminal things are running. The audible V2K is running. Those subliminal things are probably still running, but I'm awake. My brain is what do they say? Sorry, I got to do another Rocky metaphor where he's like, brace yourself. I'm braced, right? When you're asleep, you're not braced, and that's why we have to really, really defend in our sleep. Um, I just wanted to kind of talk about that on this video. We hit 3,500 subscribers. Golf clap. So as promised, we're going to do a panel, but I do want to go over the kernel flux. If you look up kernel, Kernel, and then flux, Flux, it's a device. I don't think it's for sale yet. I think you can pre-order one. I'm not sure how much they're going to be, but it can record brain activity. So we're gonna need to do a live stream on that, but we'll definitely do a panel. One of those this weekend, maybe both, maybe both. And then the thing is, I've been kind of like going back and seeing how my live streams look. It's terrible. The resolution, like the bit rate, and what it is my attackers are slowing down my internet so that when I'm streaming, it's just like pixelated and horrible looking. So instead of like trying to hack into the stream and just stop it, so I have to come back. They this is my attackers. I mean, this is a great example of how my attackers work. They were doing that where they were like kind of cutting into the stream and then turning it off, so I'd have to come back and everything like that, just hacking me. And they were like, I think what they thought is, oh, well, targeted individuals, though, they're going to know he's a real targeted individual because we're doing that. Let's do something more subtle, right? And that's what they're doing. They're doing that subtle thing where it's like most people don't really care about it. Oh, well, low quality, right? Low quality. It's not the camera. It's not the camera. It's the speed of my internet. And so YouTube is picking up the speed of my internet, and then I get a crappy stream that's very, very hard to watch. 2 things I'm going to do. I've got to do some stuff to make sure I can at least battle that. Like I'm gonna turn my modem on and off, check the settings of my internet and everything, check and see if there's any settings on YouTube that I can tweak or anything like that. So I'm going to try and fix that. And then the other thing is I'm going to go ahead, um, uh, um, uh, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get a new webcam with a mic, a really nice one. So at least if the internet's slow, right, and it's doing that, the camera quality will be really good, and I'll be able to really tell because my camera quality is not that great right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna try and do it next week. I got a bunch of stuff to do, guys. I got a bunch of stuff to do. Um, I gotta clip my dog's claws. Like my mom, I told y'all my mom bought me a dog nail clipper and it broke because Pepper's nails are so hard and they've grown out really long. Um, I guess that's it, but I just want to stress this. This is a huge thing. This is a definite thing. It's not a definite thing that like, oh, this is in place of remote neural manipulation. Right now, there's remote neural manipulation with the technology that's affecting our brain. But man, I am 100% sure that, and maybe this is common sense to a lot of you guys. Maybe it's not to some of you, but the hypnosis, the psychic driving, the subliminals, and everything, it intensifies everything they're doing with the technology. We can fight it. It's something that we can fight. I think my attackers were like, well, he won't be able to deal with this because this is just like, I mean, he can buffer down the attacks, but we'll still be able to get the subliminal things that his brain is picking up, right? But there's always a solution. There's always a way out. Um, if we trust God. So it's important. I think we always talk about that. Like targeted individuals, we always talk about subliminals and things like that that affect us. But like over so many years, like a decade, it can really affect the technology and the remote neural manipulation and everything, the psychic driving. So I think this is a great solution for now. Maybe some of you guys that have been targeted for just so many years and you're like, man, I'm getting the remote neural manipulation where I feel anxious and, I feel dread, I feel fight or flight and all those things, or I feel unmotivated, or I can't make certain decisions, even small decisions and stuff like that. Use this. Use the positive affirmations. See how your attackers react, because they had to shut it down. Like they had to shut it down, and when I woke up, I felt a lot more um, concrete, mentally concrete. You know, I'm trying to think of anything else. We do need to have a movie night, but we need to do the Flux. We need to do the Kernel Flux live stream and then the panel. What we might end up doing this weekend, I don't know. I'm not sure. I might split them up. I might just go ahead and split them up so we can have two live streams. And I was thinking about doing, talking about the kernel flux for like an hour and then having a panel and people could talk about it then. But I think I'm just going to split those two things up so we can talk about the kernel flux and then um, it'd be good to do the panel on a weekend. Maybe some I don't know because I've got to go. I'm on call, right, to go over to my aunt's house, and I just want to go over there a bunch when I'm not on call. So that too. Um, I think that was it. I think that's it for right now. Just trying to think. I just want to because like my memory's so bad. I love you guys. I love you guys. Let's make it brief. I'm trying to think that because there's a lot of important stuff going on with this. We'll hit it on the next live stream, probably tomorrow, maybe today, probably tomorrow. I love you guys. This is really important. These positive affirmations, because your attackers are doing this hypnosis stuff during the night. The directed dreaming is part of it. These can screw that up. The positive affirmations, because you're going to be focused on these positive things. Your attackers are going to be trying to do subliminals, V2K, for those who have V2K, and then the directed dreaming. But your mind, even if you don't hear every word from like 3 positive affirmations, your mind is going to be entrained on those things. So it's going to make it really hard for your attackers to be like, oh, entrain the mind on all these negative things that they're doing, right? I know I've spoken about this before, but I wanted to do a video because they stopped it. They stopped them all at about 6 hours last night. Okay, guys, I love y'all. I'll definitely see you on the next one. We'll be doing some more stuff. um, and just stay strong. Um, you know, just stay strong, and God bless you. God bless you and your families in the name of Jesus Christ. I'll see you guys on the next one, okay?